Well, hey, what's going on there? It's the 27th of June, 2021. And since Miss Taco's here wanted to unlock her Twitter, I'm going to grab what's here real quick. And we're going to have a little fun with this today. Show you how the lefties want to report the news using just ad homs, and that's it. So usually when you want to report on a veteran that may or may not have convictions, they usually list this veteran has these achievements, these awards, these ribbons, but yet has these convictions, so forth, in which I don't have. But she's going to use some fun ad homs here, and we're going to go through it.
They're obsessed.
Oh, here we go. Here, let's go back. Let's see if we can go back. Come on, go back. Oh, man. I don't know if I can do that.
Aaron Victor.
Here, let's pause that real quick.
I'm back. Oh my goodness.
Oh, the dreaded.
I am installing things and I got all kinds of stuff going on. So hopefully the sound is better. And I've uploaded clips already narrated.
Just a bit of advice. Miss Tacos, you don't want to set your phone next to your outboard device, because you'll get pops and clicks from it. If you didn't notice it, see, I'm always trying to be helpful.
And let's see how this works. And I'll continue to whatever it is Aaron calls strike back or whatever, because they don't stop. They will not stop.
Well, see, the thing is, Tacos, let's go back to the beginning when, China to attack Lavoy Finicum's page, and I start swinging back, and you do your videos on me, and I actually retort them. See, retort once again with timestamps and retorts in your comment section with timestamps again, and you deleted them. There was no back and forth there. See, even though, I believe that a healthy republic has a good, healthy debate. And that's what Miss Tacos is incapable of, because she wants to just assume and lay out ad hom BS. See, when I do my videos, I try to show as much proof as possible to support either with case precedents or case history.
They're obsessed. These are extremists. This is a new...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, she and her pals reported to me, to the FBI, that there was an extremist in the hot tub in Arizona making threats in his hot tub. All
right. Frontier, if you will. And they think they're really something when they're just bullies. Cyber stalkers and bullies. Let's see here. Let's start with part 1. Hey, y'all. Aaron Victor Cox continues with the slander campaign. And,
well, that's what's been happening to me lately.
Sorry for my noise. And my sound issues have been horrible. So, because I'm working on all kinds of stuff. So, I'm going to record this and then upload it into StreamYard and go ahead and put it out on Twitter for documentation purposes and to defend my character. What Aaron is doing here, again, Aaron has been stalking me since the Oregon standoff, because...
See how she's using the tracker, the key logger there? Interesting. Now that's why I say they're spamming the chats, so it's easier to find parts in the video and get right there.
I spoke out against it. I spoke out against Pete Santilli And all these people now will say, oh, we found out about him. Well, they found out from me. Okay? And that doesn't matter to me. The whole thing is now they still continue to attack me because I lean left politically.
You use ad hom attacks and don't show much evidence. See, the thing is, with the Oregon standoff stuff, before she gets into it, okay, my issues there in the way I caught on was because of the land rights issues, and that's what I tried to stick with. She's all about the gruesome parts of it, and I mean, she's not going to say that the original charges should have only been for these guys trespassing. It didn't suffice a death sentence for anyone. She's not going to go into that.
Muslim, and I am female.
Oh,
and my husband,
I wonder if she prayed before or after she did this video. She's pretty worked up.
And is not white. They're bigots and they're racist. And
never been racist. Okay, equal opportunist for everyone, as long as doesn't matter what the color of your skin is. Just don't steal from me or break into my car or try to hurt me or break into my house and steal my stuff.
I have a question for you. All right, that sound doesn't sound so clear, and I hope this does, because I made some updates. Good Lord, I hope it does.
Yeah, it's that important, huh?
And I really don't even want to listen to it that long.
This is usually how crisis actors try to, if they've lost their contract, how they try to get it back with a ad hom slander campaign.
What I showed there is...
Get your phone away from your box.
Not in the comments, but in the narration. Aaron Victor Cox keeps saying, the lefties. He's got to do this and that to the lefties. And that's what this has all been about. Aaron Victor Cox is an extremist.
Well, see, I think the lefties are extremists for being loser-farians and running a satanic agenda on good American people that are unknowing and unwilling to participate in it. But they've forced their rhetoric ad hom bull crap down your throat, and to me, it looks loser-farian.
He is a political extremist on many fronts.
Yeah, because I want freedom and people not to be shot over land rights issues. Okay.
And he has hated me from the get-go. Let me tell you something.
No, I didn't hate her from the get-go. I just wanted to have healthy debate, since people, want to have ad hom, slander campaigns, and then I try to put timestamps in your comment box to swing back at it, and then they get deleted.
These types here, they'll pick apart other news stories. The Oregon standoff was and always will be a national news story.
Yeah, that's why you were there attacking people, and well, then you turned it around. Oh, they're attacking me, right? And then you became the news.
Spoke about. And here you'll hear these Aaron Victor Cox people. Oh, I can't talk about Sandy Hook. I can't talk about this. And I can't talk about that.
Oh, there you go.
With their conspiracy theories. And then they'll attack other people who cover legitimate news stories.
Yeah, with that lefty twist and ad hom without really showing a lot of proof.
Another thing about Aaron Victor Cox, and I'll go over this later because I have a life. I want to tell you something about Aaron Victor Cox.
Oh, okay, here comes that.
And his buddy there that he mentions in the description. Okay. Aaron now is accusing me of working with Mark Connors.
No, I'm not really accusing her of working with him. It just looked like when he was doing his live streams a couple of days ago, that it looked more like that you were being promoted, like your channel, like you needed some more subs there. And it looks pretty bad.
Connors works with Aaron's buddies, Brenda Becker and Wendy Bagley. Money is involved. Money has crossed state lines.
Boy, oh
Aaron has
boy, I've been accused of, giving money to some sick bags, including this one right here, tacos. But once again, you gotta try to show the proof. You see, that's what no one's gonna do is be able to pull up the PayPal records and really show the proof on who's supporting who. See, that's what the lefty rhetoric agenda is doing, is to hijack some of these words of like support. Just like Cowzette, last night in the chat room. You supported scumbags. Well, prove that I supported anybody, and she's trying to say that I hang out with real sick people. That trying to portray that I hang out with them in real life when all I've had is interactions with some pretty gnarly people on the internet, including Cowzette and Tacos here.
sent me money before.
Right, right. Yeah, I did send her money because she's, I'm broke and I really need some trees, and I just knew it was, and just to shut her up so I didn't have to hear it again. Yeah, I'll just send you some money. There you go.
I apologize to Aaron because I did accuse him of stolen valor because yet another U.S. veteran.
Yeah, she did. So it looked like to me, so she can do damage control on it and get me private so she could apologize. And then use whatever information from there she could against me. Really.
Told me he was, and I took him at his word. And he was sort of right, because Aaron makes his service into something it wasn't. He did one tour or whatever.
See, one tour of whatever, no proof there. Okay.
He in the Coast Guard. He dismantled antennas or whatever.
Or whatever. See, more lefty rhetoric right there. Has no proof, isn't going to show, has no idea really what I did in the Coast Guard. Even though I've talked about it before, she still wants to swing around, in the monkey gym.
He accuses the very country that he hides behind, like his mommy's apron.
Wow, that's interesting. No, what I do is I call out the BS, just like when I was enlisted, I called out the BS, and it got me in trouble. There you go. So I want accountability for scumbags that have led this country into a pit. Okay, there are good people I know that are there in power and political power that want good things for our country, and those aren't the people that I'm trying to just bring light upon. See, I'm not gonna try to use ad hom and BS. I'm just going to try to show the proof as much as I can. And like CPS the other day, right? Somebody was like, "Oh, you're full of crap, Cox. CPS would never traffic children." Well, here's the proof. There's a $15 million lawsuit out of Arizona, right? That was in a video a couple days ago.
I'm a veteran, but pay me for the rest of my life like a leech, because the very country that I hide behind attacked me.
No, it was because I did get hurt, and that's the deal when you sign up. That's the contract. Is if you get hurt, well, that's why the VA, the Veterans Association, is there.
Frequency waves.
Yeah, she's no idea.
Yeah, that's what we're dealing with here. And that's worked for him up until now. It's still working for him, actually. And he's
I actually wish I was fully able to where I could go and make a lot of money at what I've been trained to do and have a lot of schooling for and have done quite well with in the past.
On the rest of us, while on our dime, attacking Americans.
See, basically the thing is I gave an oath to the Constitution to defend both foreign and domestic, and that's what I'm doing, defending the domestic now, because I don't have much to do with the foreign except bust out GCHQ, getting brought up in charges in the world court recently too, but yeah, foreign domestic. See, it's labeling people like this lefty rhetoric hoe bag here that wants to try to bury people with ad hom attacks and BS and her weaponized Twitter account.
Citizens. And my question today, for the
Oh,
internet.
yeah, she said something right there about sovereign citizens. My belief is the real sovereign citizens in the United States are the police that have qualified immunity and that are also being protected behind the thin blue line to further molest kids and traffic kids and give them drugs, using them as confidential informants. Those are your sovereign citizens, the ones that have qualified immunity and are protected from full prosecution. There you go.
For the interwebs, for the globe, is how many veterans of other countries do you see acting like this? How many?
Well, see, the thing is, tacos, if you actually expanded your mind out further, you would see that there are, yeah, there's some pretty pissed off veterans out there trying to speak out. But you've got what happens is they actually go away because they get buried by trash bag Oakley homies like this, and they just go away. And Operation Vigilant Eagle is once again successful.
Not many, huh? And you know why? Because their buddies would knock them in the head. All
Oh,
right? If not the government themselves, tell them to shut the
yeah,
fuck.
that's what Julius Lex buddies should have done to him when he tried to come at the Cox and call me stolen valor. And I just want to know who planted the seeds for Julius Lex to come at me. Boy, I wonder if we've got the culprit right in front of us.
Up. Or have some honor. Or maybe they're taught that. Maybe veterans of other countries are taught.
I just wish somebody would actually teach her how to review a video for sound quality before it's rage uploaded.
Have some dignity. Have some morals.
Have some dignity and morals. I mean, you claim to be Muslim. Have you prayed today? Yesterday, the day before, last week? Yeah, I think if you did some praying, see, I'm not trying to slam anybody's religion. I think if you did some praying before you did these videos, you'd be in a more calm state to actually, to really explain it a lot better. This is triggered Twitter uploading here.
The civilian.
Oh, come on.
For the fellow American. Pay your salary. Who you want to have respect for you, yet you show none. This is not a man of honor.
I think I pay my respects for busting out shills like this. Just my opinion.
Not a man of code. And by the way, I am a daughter of the American Revolution. Documented.
Okay, so I would never slam anybody for some activities, patriotic activities like this before, but she's gonna somehow weaponize that she's a daughter of the revolution, and I guess this is how you continue it on through a Twitter battle. I don't know.
Yeah, buddy, from way back when, before the internet, where they went from grave and wrote down relatives and everything else. Okay, I have active duty family members.
I think if they heard you talk about a veteran like this, they would probably slap you upside the head.
Okay? And I have respect for this country and everything that you claim you do, but you don't.
I think if she had any respect for this country, she would look deeper into the Bundy stuff that she's so adamant about, and maybe report on the serious egregious violations of land rights issues and so forth, and the way our minerals have been hijacked and sold. She would actually go into that if she had any respect for this country, but yet she tries to report upon the drama of it and tries to stick to, Shauna Cox is a scumbag and all these extremists, right? Nothing about the land rights issues and the way our minerals were sold to Canada and Russia.
Have nothing. And let me tell you something. They'll pick apart any arrest and sovereign citizen bullshit. But they don't want to hear what happened. They want to make it into something it wasn't. And it wasn't anything honorable. The Oregon standoff or Bundy Ranch.
Yeah, it wasn't honorable at all the way the government acted and shot a rancher in the back trying to cross a county line. See, once again, I've explained this before. When when you try to escape across a border in North Korea or South Korea, they shoot you in the face. They don't shoot you in the back. Apparently.
The insurrection at the Capitol or any of it.
Yeah, which is funny. She's actually been releasing articles with the lefty agenda where Trump was behind the insurrection, but not really wanting to go much into that there was a lot of federal agents there and on those front lines posing as patriots. And what's interesting is she won't go over that the when the insurrection happened, that the FBI responded. They weren't already there. Oh no. The FBI wasn't already there, despite there was thousands of extremists they've been following through social media there. They they weren't there. They just responded. Okay, no one really wants to go over that. That's what I found immediately. Right? Where's the FBI with all these extremists around? I had no idea they were really mixed in, but they responded. Interesting. She's not going to go over that.
And that's what these people are, scumbags. And what he says in his latest videos is, I got to stick it to the lefties. The lefties. I'm after the lefties.
No, I actually try to hold both sides accountable because I want the whole shit show kind of brought down to its knees so we can go on with life and rebuild an actual real government for the people. I don't think you're going to hear her talk like that, though.
He's an idiot. Again.
And you're a hoe bag Oakley homie, okay? And you got yourself where you're at. It was all you, nobody else. It was all you.
No honor, no moral code, just an asshole.
Okay.
Again, sucking like a leech off the rest of us to pay his expenses while he fucks around on the internet and attacks American women. And in this case...
actually, I've been on the internet because I've been still recovering from injuries and so forth, even before 2016.
Case, a daughter of the American Revolution. So stick that up your commie ass, Aaron Victor Cox. Now he accuses me of working with a pedophile, when he himself worked with a pedophile.
No, see, that's the thing. These words of support and working. When I just said, hey, it looks like Mark Connors is doing a live stream and promoting for tacos. See, that's how these double reverse LARPs work to help suck people in. And, that's the way I think it happened on Scotty's stream. She's dropping links on Scotty's stream, coming on to do little exposés that didn't really work. But it's to get, I think it's to entrap people so Mark Connors can sue them. And it takes somebody like a mole like this to go in and do that and act. I mean, for some reason, these crisis actors, when their contracts are getting renewed, they flip out like this.
And protected him. And denounces the victim.
No, see, once again, these, I don't want to use exemplatives too much, okay? Miss Tacos, there's this thing called Brady violations, and if you don't look into it in all aspects, especially with the case recently that came up in Harris County, Texas, where the police an officer gave a confession and committed suicide after he gave a confession that the whole task force was abusing kids, giving them money or giving them drugs, and using them as confidential informants and molesting them. So, I mean, lefties don't like to cover that stuff for some reason.
He's a scumbag. And that's what the whole Oregon standoff was, in my opinion.
There you
was
go.
A honeypot for the creepiest creeps of our society known as.
Just real quick, I think the original intent of the protest at the Oregon standoff was legit. It was organic. It was the people surrounding that were already infiltrating the Bundy insider crew or group there, okay? It was the infiltrators that were already there posing as their friends because of a lot of words being said down at the border with like the VOP, Mark McConnell being down there. And then, some dudes just kind of want to talk tough, and they're probably talking about our land rights issues and saying that, yep, the Bundys are going to make a big move soon. And then that word just kind of gets, Mark McConnell, a guy like that, would sell that information for a few $100s, is a juicy little piece, right, to his handler. And they would set somebody up, maybe, perhaps, like Blaine Cooper or somebody else, to be the Bundy's friends, so they got an inside guy there already. See, he was infiltrated even before. So the original thought of what the Bundys were doing, I believe, were organic and true in intent. But the infiltrators, see, once again, if you want to call the Bundys either like a militia or what was going on there, our militias are heavily infiltrated. And I mean, look at the Proud Boys with the leader being busted out as an FBI agent. That is not a well-regulated militia.
Aaron Victor Cox.
Man,
now I'm going to close with Lavoy Finicum's last words, or close to it. And as they pick apart the deaths of other Americans while being arrested or by the police, let's hear if anybody else, white, black, Chinese, you name it, male, female, if they say this to a cop when asked to be pulled over and everything else, you do the math. And that's what they don't like. They don't like the truth. They don't like the truth.
There hasn't been 1 ounce of truth presented in this 9.5 minutes.
They can't handle the truth.
She's the one that's triggered right here. That seems like she's pretty triggered over what her distorted truth is.
Because they have deep-seated mental illness, racial bias, gender bias.
See,
you name it.
That's what the lefties usually do, is somebody that's patriotic and is willing to almost be a sacrifice for the cause of liberty, which our founding fathers went through. They're mentally ill.
You name the scumbaggery, that's what we're dealing with here. I'm going to close with this. Aaron Victor Cox, you're on notice, buddy. If you want to do something about my free speech and need defending my character, do it. File on.
This is what's great about America, is I am doing it now, and I don't have to threaten with violence. I don't have to put anybody on notice and maybe try to gaslight a militia or veterans group, or even call the VA like other people have done to me, right? And try to send them to my house. That's just not my, not my thing. Even Cosette is sitting there trying to say that, oh, Aaron's part of trying to send Patriot Prayer to my house and get me jacked up. No. I don't need to do that. See, violence is not my thing. Okay, that's actually why I joined the Coast Guard in the first place, you guys, is because I got to learn how to save people instead of shoot people, and that's why I did it. More of a first responder, right? That's why I was on the ski patrol, a first responder. I've had to be a first responder in a few accidents, and even with high-profile people, which is incredible, and it was just timing. It wasn't because I was out looking for an accident to go save, to be a hero. It's because you're a first responder. See, I believe we are a country of first responders. And that should be someone's civic duty to do that and at least have a little bit of training. See, I think that's why in school they train you a little bit on first aid and so forth in school, so we can become a country of first responders. I wonder how many people this agitated woman has walked by that have been in need, and just walked by and thrown her nose up in the air at. I mean, I don't know. I'm just speculating here.
On me. That's another thing. These sovereign citizens that they're going to take my house, and my house is paid for.
Yeah, I'm not a sovereign citizen. So what is the police threatening this woman? Because once again, they're the sovereign citizens that have qualified immunity that get away with things, that don't get charges. Okay, and I've seen some egregious cases out there where, I'm not going to go into that very further.
They're looking up all this and that, and my family members, any little arrest or mugshot. Oh yeah,
I haven't called anyone's job family members or anything. Okay, not my department, not my gig. I'm not into it. Okay.
And then they want to say they love this country. Fuck off.
See, the reason why I love this country is because I've been able to do quite a bit of traveling and actually see some incredible parts of this country that I believe are worth saving. This woman hasn't left her house in a long time, right? And actually probably even been to the west side where there's some really gorgeous things that are worth fighting for and protecting. And that's what I feel, just have a sadness in my heart for people that disparage and disgrace this country because they haven't gone out and actually seen it. They've been programmed by the mainstream narrative and agenda. I do believe that there are programs out there that run the matrix into keeping people enslaved. And I can prove that. I mean, actually, I did have the proof on like 280 programs that run the Matrix, and I can't find it. I was looking for it. And very interesting how we can go way back with a lot of that. And even to the Bible and the Sumerian tablets.
Shoot me, you shoot me. I'm going to meet the sheriff. The sheriff is waiting for us.
Okay, so that's extreme. I wouldn't so much call Lavoy Finicum an extremist. Okay. And I think what we're going to do is go on to the next one here. Okay, to try to keep this video as short as possible.
Another stalking.
Stalking.
Aaron Victor Cox.
What's going on here?
I'm going to go ahead and try to play something really quick.
Oh, man, I got to pause. Oh, come on.
Good morning, y'all. Another day, another stalking from Aaron Victor Cox.
Yeah, and probably another couple of bucks in her Cash App account for doing this.
Really quick. And let's see if this works. Oh, I should have set this up before time.
I just want to go through this real quick. If someone is paying this woman, okay.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I will. All right, cool.
It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace to me that you would send someone with let's just say not credentialed, kind of like a dinkus, okay? Someone that just, you pay, enough that they can go get an eighth of weed and get bounced up a little bit and start up their studio and start blasting the cocks. It's a disgrace to me that, I mean, even, that Twitter, not Twitter, the the TikTok star that was hired to blast me. I mean, you probably wasted your money on that guy and overpaid that guy, okay? Because he didn't do a very good job and you probably wasted your money. See, if you're going to send somebody to do a slander campaign on me, shop a little bit better on your influencers, all right?
I'm going to go ahead and play this. I'm just going to let it play. I already narrated it because I'm having sound issues, and that bothers this piece of shit too. Yeah, real tough guy.
No, wait a minute. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It's just I'm trying to be helpful, and that's what I do. I mean, even to Nurse Ratchet, just trying to be helpful and helping people get better sound quality and show them some of the tips and tricks that I've learned over the years and how to get better sound quality and so forth. Like moving your phone away from your audio device that converts digital to audio, okay, so you don't get these crazy 5G clips and blips that go through your audio, and actually your data. That's what that is. It's actually data moving through the lines, those pops and clicks, which is interesting. It's I don't know. I think it's the primitive stages of how to kind of really jack yourself into the matrix and the internet. Just an FYI.
Whoops. Let's do this.
Here's more proof of my video. That's proof, receipts. Still no no medals, no awards being shown.
For the slander campaign. And
None of my credentials.
if there is still issues with the sound, I'll just go ahead and do this again.
Right.
Yeah, because there's another way I can do this. All right, well, let's do this.
She's very adamant on doing this for some reason, and for me, in my opinion, it looks like a crisis actor that possibly lost her contract, and she's doing this to show that she's worthy and trying to get a new contract. Her contract renewed so she can, buy more trees? And I'm not talking about the ones you plant in your backyard. Well, some places now you can, but...
My sound issues have been horrible.
Oh, man.
Because I'm working on all kinds of stuff. Yeah, this sound isn't going to work either. Well, you know what? I'll just have to upload this as I had first planned to, but I went over on my time.
Oh, yeah, she's been rage streaming in the background and used up her StreamYard time. Very interesting. Let's finish this out.
Let me do that, and I'll get back with y'all.
All right.
Basically, again, this is the best we got.
Right.
This is what we put in uniform.
Right. That's the best you got as far as your evidence, and still has no idea in the background of who I am and what type of training, schooling, credentials that I have. But people don't care about that these days. They just care about how well you can slam and ad-hom other people on the internet. That's what we've been deduced down to. And for me calling it out, I'm the one being called a scumbag. Okay.
Form trash.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All right, I'll go ahead and get those loaded up, and that way we'll have nice, clear audio. And I'll be back.
All right. Well, have fun in your Dust Bowl there in Oklahoma. And, I'm probably sure that you're meeting up with Lee Pleatherman and slobnobbing each other and patting on each other on the back that you can name drop and, be rhetoricalists on the internet, right? Everybody have a good day. Thanks for checking this out. Peace out.